Good morning, people. Welcome everybody to the stream. Oh my god. Welcome. Today we're gonna be taking it really slowly. Now, a really good day today, right? Wednesday. I know the music's a bit loud. I'll turn it down. Today is gonna be a good day, guys. Welcome everybody to the stream. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Let me set up everything real quick. Let me set up. Let me see the stream health. So the stream health is excellent. Ooh. Welcome. Today we're gonna be trading NQ. We're gonna be trading MNQ, as a matter of fact, not NQ. NQ is a bit too volatile. What I have here with me is something precious, something I hold dear to my life, right? And it's Monster Energy Drink. Totally not sponsored. Ah man, I love these things. Look, my kidneys are gonna go, like, that's fine. If it's because of Monster, let it be, right? Let it be. So what we have here, let me go and do the top-down analysis. But first, we gotta pop open my energy drink real quick. Whoops. Sorry, headphone users. I figured I'm promoting energy drinks, but I'm promoting them to adults, which is fine, right? If you guys were minors, I would understand, but you guys are adults, so be responsible. Okay, so on the daily, what do we have here? Oh, you're for yo, make sure to go buy steroids. Man. Yo, okay, let's go to the daily, right? Let me delete everything. Yo, Wingson, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody. So we got that daily low, we got the previous daily low. I'll just mark it as PDL. Okay. So with that previous day low, what we have, it's 935. I think I have it at 936 in the Discord. Gotta start early. You gotta get big. So we have that PDL at 93 whatever. So you guys know you can mark it out on your charts. I think it's 935. Yeah, 935. We are in this double top right now. The zone that I mentioned to you guys, right? This is the zone. Let me mark it out. So we are rejecting from that 50, that level. Now, with it being a daily zone, right, I would suggest us being like a couple of days here. For example, in this double bottom, you had us being here for 2 days, 2 whole days, right? Okay. And with this, we can also see us being here 2 days, right? Because it's a higher time frame area. Okay, dropping down to the 4 hour, because obviously nothing else to mark. We have this origin of the move. That's what we do expect a rejection out of. I would expect a rejection out of the lower time frame, 1, 2. Now, if we just mark it out, we mark it as the last up move, right? This is the last up move that Paris made before trading lower. Okay, cool. Okay, it is also in line with that 70%, which is perfect, right? So we're gonna drop a level at 653. I don't see anything significant other than this zone, but this zone is essentially not an SNDR, and I would not be looking for any trades going higher from here. Okay, just to be clear. Okay. Okay. I think that's it for the 4 hour. Let's go down to the 1 hour. So the 1 hour is the zone you fibbed responsible for anything. The zone I fibbed with the 30, 50, 70 is the double top. Oh, my bad. The double top, right? It's a double top. If you look, the double bottom here is the same thing. It's essentially the same thing. We're just fibbing double bottoms and double tops. Discussed, by the way, discussed in video 6 of the free playlist. If you guys are unfamiliar with that, it was and still is, if you have the material, right, still is in there. This is the sauce. So you refine the zones, right? But hey, that's for you guys to find out in the videos, right? Here, so what we had here, you could have entered on the 50 and you would be still in that trade. Now you could have waited for a lower time frame flip, right? Lower time frame such as 15 minutes. Oh, if you mean this is not an SNDR, I would not expect a rejection off of this. I am sorry if you thought that. That PDO does look like something previously discussed on this channel, right? That's something that a lot of you guys know is a possible MM forming. Would be a really good place for an MM to form, if I'm being honest. I do see us tapping off of this MM and ranging, and this would also, with that sweep of the PDL, deliver a 1-to-1. Now if you go up here, I had a zone which I will probably short from. This last up move, look, this is the last up move, the last of the last. The last of the last up moves at 862. And I will probably short this if and when we come up to here. It is 100 points, 420 ticks, but I think it's a good short. So with that being said, we are currently rejecting. There is an MM here. There is an MM forming, so we could have another rejection. Oh my god, there is so many levels. Let me remove so the big zone, so you guys have that. But there is another MM present here, right? We can have another rejection off of 504. Okay, let me take a sip of this monster real quick. Hey. Man, I love these things. Hell yeah. Okay. So you guys ready? You guys ready for another trading day? I gotta tell you guys, on Friday we have on Friday we have a bank holiday, so no stream. Okay, if you guys want, we can have a back testing session, but I think that's, yeah, I think we can have a back testing session. What do you guys think? But other than that, I think Friday is gonna be just me looking at the charts throughout like London. I'm probably not gonna be trading them. Okay, so going lower, right? We still have not yet finished that TDA. So expect a tap on the top of the MM, right? If we do come up down here and create one, expect a tap of that. And now going lower than we already have. let's go here. So we have a high and a low and another higher high, right? We broke that higher low, right? With that break of the higher low, we broke structure to the downside. Now this is where your flip is. This is a flip, right? A break of a protected low. Boom. Let me just turn down the music a little bit on my headphones. So we broke that higher time, that protected low. With that break of a protected low, we started trading downwards. Now, where did price tap? Where did price tap after flipping? Now you guys might be wondering. Of course, it's a 50%, right? It always will be, and always, like, we were in a higher time frame area. We did a flip. And what did we do after that flip, right? What did we do after that flip? Now, I don't know. I don't know, guys. But yeah, let's lock in for a second. So high, low, high, another lower low, tap into that 50, and my mouse died. which is honestly a really good, because I don't even need the mouse, right? Let me go and charge this real quick. Not a good time for your mouse to die, but luckily, right, we always have solutions for everything. how the fuck does this happen? Wireless mouses, I tell you. So we tap into that 50, trade lower. Now we have this second swing, which is still unmitigated. Trade lower, put in that third swing, right? Trade lower, this wicked, right? We had that SNDR. Now this is a common thing with SNDRs that you're gonna see. You're gonna see price wicking that. You guys are gonna see wicking that second swing, for example. Trades all the way back to the SNDR, right? This zone responsible for the break of structure to the downside. And what did it do? Tap the 50, bam. Also had that sweep, right? The sweep that we always talk about. Always had that. Well, it had that. Boom, traded into the 50%, delivered. Now, the precision on this entry was absolutely like astronomical, right? Like, look at this. Yo, JD, welcome to the stream, boy. Welcome. The precision was absolutely crazy. Now, we did end up tapping this zone one more time, so we had these 3 taps. And the 4th tap was the 50, and the last one was actually a sweep. Now, a fellow trader, right? A fellow trader goes by the name Wingsane, did take this entry. And, well, if I'm not mistaken, it was on an eval. But hey, like, this is too easy. This is too easy. Like, trading is too easy. Like, make it harder. The concepts work, right? Especially if you know how to draw these zones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs, boom, sweep. What does it do after the sweep? Shorts, right? Shorts. Any plan to long from 390? I will check. 390? Oh, where's that? Nah. I won't be longing from this zone, no. But yeah, you do have sufficient swings. You do have sufficient swings, and now for the grand prize, like, I can't make this shit up. This entry was where? At the 50% of the third swing, which is totally like this is as good as it gets, right? It was in a POI, it swept the boom, you had your entry. And how much R did this deliver? I don't know. A lot. But you could have taken 2R, right? With these higher time frame entries, you can take a lot more R. So we have market open in 30 seconds. You guys have any questions? And on this lower time frame swing, 50 entry was eval, the sweep trade was demo. Oh yeah, the 50, yo, isn't the 50 like mwah, chef's kiss, right? Absolute cinema. If I was to long, I would long this though. Yeah, but the fact is, the high of that swing is like literally the same as the one on the left. But yeah, I think this delivered. Yeah, this delivered to the tick. I was looking at this pre-market. I wanted to trade it, this zone inside of that swing, but didn't, because it's pre-market and I don't want to break any rules. Okay. So now we are trading lower. We do on this leg have 1, 2, 3 swings, right? We have 3 swings on this leg. 4 swings down. Yeah. 4. Yeah, it's not 4 swings quite, but yeah, 4 swings on that higher time frame would be a really nice SNDR if he took it. Yeah, I totally agree, Wingsane. You're totally right. That's crazy, yeah. But we do have 3 swings right now. And with these 3 swings on this leg that we're looking at, would be a good setup as well, right? As long as you have those 3 swings in place, like, it's just magnificent. Now we are wicking. Now I haven't done it yet, but I have to wish my friend Marshall good luck with trading. Now that's just a habit of mine. I always do it. But yeah, you gotta You gotta have your brothers. Like, you gotta look out for your brothers. Like, as iron sharpens iron, so does one person sharpen another. I wrote this to Wingsing, right? It's Proverbs 27 through 17. It's an absolutely magnificent quote. You Christian or not, it's an absolute magnificent quote. And man, so true. We gotta keep each other accountable. All right, that's what we're doing in the Discord server. I'm keeping you guys accountable. You like it or not, right? So at 92, I do have a tap, right? I'm not looking for a long necessarily, JD. I'm not looking for a long in terms of signals, and it's drawn incorrectly. It's an 88, but yeah, it was drawn incorrectly. I'm really sorry about that, but I am looking for a one-to-one delivery, possibly, well, from this zone, right? This is not intentional though, but the swing count does prove it. And with that closure down below, this is now the protected high. I'm gonna just mark it as the protected high. Man, I love market open since it's like all happening so fast, and you know, wins losses matter. Stay accountable. Yeah, if you don't stay accountable, like to your losses, to your trades, that's a slippery slope to go down. Not asking signals. Yeah, JD, I totally understand. I totally understand. But yeah, I am expecting a move. Yeah, at 88, that's where I'm expecting a move. That's if my analysis about this being an MM is correct, right? If my analysis about this being an MM is incorrect, well, becoming an MM, this trade is just gonna, well, it's not gonna play out, right? I don't have any entries. If you're asking me about that, I don't have any entries, but I am short on this day. As I said in my Discord, right? In my free Discord, in the TDA, I said, here goes another TDA. So we have 1st of July, right? Right off the bat, I said I would be looking for shorts. Like right after I opened the market, I was like, okay, this is prime for shorts. I said we are hitting our level from yesterday, but whatever, I misspelled, and could deliver us a one-to-one. That's exactly what I said. All the way down, but I'm not so confident in that. I said that because we have that MM here. Still the 865 level, which I will probably short off, which is all the way 862 right now, but which I will probably short off of, as I said. And we have the PDL at 936. That's what we have in the free Discord, right? If you guys want to join. But yeah. This is dropping nicely. Ooh, I love a good short day. Like, I love me some shorts. Please, more. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing on this fine Wednesday? Like, I know it's middle of the week, but the vibes are up. Like, the vibes are up today, I tell you. We do have, if I'm not mistaken, we do have news. So we have PMI, ISM Manufacturing PMI. For anybody that doesn't know, it measures a level of diffusion index based on the surveyed purchasing managers in the manufacturing industry, right? And we are looking for no trades on 4 o'clock, right? 4 o'clock for me, but 10 a.m. for you guys, 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm not looking for any trades. I'm not looking to be a part of any trades at 10 a.m. Now, why? Because that news usually gives us that 100-point candle in the one or the other direction, and I do not want to be caught in the middle of that. Now, I am observing, I am looking for entries, and if they show up and it's directly on 10 a.m., like, what can I do about it, right? There's nothing I can do about it. I'll just hold on to my monster and sip away my tears. Come on, guys, let's go. Stay active in the chat. Like, the chat rate is 0 at the moment. Come on, tell us how your evals are going. Tell us how your PAs are going. Where are you making mistakes? Did you have any losses? So we did tap that level. Now, what I want to see, right? I'm just gonna draw a trade level just because that's the easiest to go about. I want to see a one-to-one on top of this delivering back into the zone. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see it directly from here. We don't need to go directly from here all the way up, but that's what I want to see. Now we could go mitigate this further and then go high, right? But that's essentially what I want to see. You guys are awfully quiet in the chat. You guys, there's an origin down below. You, my friend, might be correct. You, my friend, might be correct. Now, that origin might sponsor that move. Yeah, you are correct. What should be a V-shape? Nah, just because I put out the levels does not mean there's gonna be a V-shape recovery. I love it though. I love it. I don't have any comments for this. I don't want this to deliver. Like, come on now. What should be... Like, I can't be right all the time. That wouldn't be a good look. Yeah, okay. So we have the protected low all the way in Narnia. The protected high we have all the way in Narnia. Now I am looking for a flip, right? I am looking for a flip to then go into the other direction. Now why did I say we can get another low? There is 2 swings on the lower time frame, and then we have the third. That's why we said. That's why I said we can always get another low and then bounce up, right? I would give you guys the lower time frame. Now I don't know how. Oh yeah, of course I do. Hold on, we have Ninja Trader. Okay, let's hop on Ninja Trader. Okay. Let's hop into the 15-second environment. Let's go into the unprofitable environment. I just want to show you guys, like, structure, that it's fractal, right? It's fractal. Where is that? Okay, cool. So if you look, I know market open tends to be a little bit, you know, confusing at times, you know, that's completely fine, right? But we do have that first, that second, the third on the lower time frame. We're not looking at closures, right? And now the fourth. Now, yeah, this can just go up from here, right? We have targets at 242, right? 242, which is all the way up here, right? These are the targets. Like, we don't have to get them, but I'm just saying, okay? 3 swings, now fourth happening. We can go up from here all the way to 242. Or sweep that low and then deliver us. But that's just the 15-second. Let me go back to my roots. That's where my unprofitability began. Let me go back on the 5. Ooh, aren't we in the 5th? Ooh, interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that would be a no, sadly. If I'm looking at the low, right? If this is the low. Now, this high was broken. This is now the second swing. Then we traded lower, put in another high, which is not higher than the previous swing. So this is the third swing after that closure blow. This is the third swing. Now, we came all the way down, swept all. Oh my god, I keep pressing F1 on Ninja Trader, and it opens. That's the 5. I'm going back to my roots of unprofitability. We swept all of these highs, the trendline liquidity, right? And this is now the high. This would be 1, 2, 3 swings, but this has yet to put in another low. Yeah, I'm on the 5 second. I'm unprofitable, guys. uh, I got a video. Yeah, on the 1 minute. Yeah, don't worry, Rush. We are doing what? We're doing that rounding, right? Which is perfect. It's perfect. And I have to show you guys. I got a video yesterday while I was in the gym, right? Absolutely phenomenal. And I gotta show you. Like, I swear I have the coolest mods ever. Look at this. This is my free Discord, right? If I just make this a little bit bigger. Yo. Now look at this. I hope you have your sound on, right? Oh wait, I can't full screen this. Oh, that's too bad. But have your sound on.
Yo, bro, you gotta get comfortable with BBC, bro.
Oh, maybe the music was too. Bro, this is. Let me just turn off the music, right?
Yo, bro, you gotta get comfortable with BBC, bro.
Wingsane went and actually clipped that, which props props to Wingsane. Man. This is in the general chat. You gotta get comfortable with BBC. You know, the man said it, the man, the myth. You know, BBC is hard. BBC, yeah. For some people, it's too hard. That's why they quit. So I would. Yeah, we're still going up. So 240s are our level, right? We have the surrounding, and this is still being a graphic design has its perks. Yo, graphic design, I might need that. I might need that for some animations. You know, that's nice. That's really nice. Because not a lot of people know how to use it, right? Not a lot of people are, you know, you can have AI tools, you can have anything, but if you don't know how to, you know, piece this stuff together, what help does it have? Like, what help is it, right? But yeah, looking at this 5-second charts is making me nostalgic in a way. But yeah, a good rejection off of this level, right? A good rejection. Let me open the chat again. Woo. I just realized Friday is bank holiday, so we have today and tomorrow to trade. Oh, that sucks. Okay, never mind. So we still have that outgoing level. SNDR after break of the high on rounding. Ooh, let me see that. Let me see that. Is that actually something? So we have this rounding, and then we have this high. Ooh, I'm not sure what you mean by that. But if we're going by structure, right? Even the lower time frame structure, this would be the high. I'm completely energyless today. Need to get a monster. Yo, it helps. Did you know? Did you know that caffeine gives you energy? But yeah, as I said, we can still get the sweep of that out. That's why this arrow is still here. And 10 a.m., right? We got news. We got news. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to when news comes around, because if news comes around and you're still in your entry, like, you're gonna get cooked. You're gonna get smothered. You're gonna have a loss that is gonna get slipped, right? Because your stop loss is a market order. I believe there is a daily zone 30% not tap. Yo, Julio, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. The daily zone. Let me go into the daily. Okay, so are we talking about this up move, like the 30% 933 level? If we are, then yeah, it is still untapped. Yeah, and I do have this as targets. Yeah, Julio. Yeah, of course. It's interesting because previous day's lows already there, and the potential MM that is forming right now is also there. So it kind of aligns with two of the concepts that I already have in place, right? It would be kind of redundant then to just slap a fib there if we're looking at the flip, right? If we're looking at the flip. Let me see the 1 minute. What is it doing? Okay, so it's behaving nicely. This trade is only here. I want to show you guys if you're right about the zone, you can do stuff like this. And being right about the zone happens where? Where does being right about the zone happen? BBC, I tell you, BBC. While this has only, what, 2 taps? Yeah, so we have 1, we have 2. We have 2 taps. And now we know the third tap can come from where? The top of the zone, right? The top of the zone, or at least a portion of it. Like, we have to have a POI here. And lucky for us there is a POI here, but I wouldn't be interested in taking this as a trade, right? I wouldn't be interested in taking this as a 50. I would be interested in this as a POI though. That's why I also gave this level, because I am confident, yeah, we can bounce here. We also have this MM in place, which is perfect, by the way, with absolutely cinematic. And yeah, like, do you guys have any questions about this? Is this clear? Like, this is the third tap of the MM, and still, where did this tap? Low is 8725, so we're off by a point. The power of MMs. Whew. Yo, Wingsane, I know you're experimenting with these kind of entries, right? I do suggest putting in that tab. Isn't the third tab one that validates? Yeah, that's if you're right about it being an MM, then you can do stuff like this. If you're right, if there's 2 taps and you've built your discretion, because I'm sure that you can, that's something that you can do too. You can essentially predict it being an MM. And that's what I also do in, like, in sessions, right? We do have this zone up above that, well, it has 3 taps now, but you see how you could have predicted another tap here? Look, so you have 1 tap here, you have another. You see how it came, tapped the 3rd time, and then traded lower? Even if you count this as a 2nd tap, look, the 3rd tap came, tapped, and gave you that 1-to-1, right? I'm just saying, if you're right about the zone, you can do stuff like this. But that's really, really, if built by discretion and discretion only. And I am, well, I hear you. What were you saying when I rudely interrupted? Want me to back? Yeah, no, I want you to, yeah, backtest this. If you're right about the zone, you're gonna see. When you start backtesting MMs, you're gonna essentially see the same things as I do. Yeah. But yeah, it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes to go until news. So we're just sitting on our hands. I'm not interested in taking any entries before that news. Yeah, there isn't an entry that I would find, well, particularly viable, right? But yeah, for any new guys, make sure to to join that Discord. There's plenty of value there. Like, I'm online 24/7. Like, you're gonna see me at 3 a.m. replying to your message. I think there is an MM on the lower time frame. Yeah. You see there a perfect exit, right? The top of the MM. A perfect exit. Yo, thank you, Rush. A perfect exit. The top of an MM can be used as an exit, right? This is targets now. I'm teaching you guys targets. If you know how to mark out these MMs, a top of the MM can be used as a good exit, because why? We can have a rejection here going lower, right? So you have the top of the MM, you have the middle of the MM, and then you have the absolute peak, right? The extreme of the MM. That's where you can get your retracement to go lower. Now I'm not saying that this will go and, you know, just absolutely demolish, but these are good targets, you know, to save capital, preserve capital, because that's our goal with prop firms, especially. It is to preserve capital. And that's what we're doing, right? We're preserving capital. And by the way, now to the point, right? To the point, that 88 level. Is it 88? Yeah, something like that. Like, come on now. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And I have confidence in this. That's why I drew it. I drew it in front of 17 people. I have confidence, utter confidence in this. Why? Why do the Ziga have so much confidence? Now, I'm not sure if you know this. It's actually really simple. Actually, simpler than you might have imagined it to be. It's this. Oh, it's this. It's this. Nothing but this. Look at how many entries there are. Let me load more. Look. All of these entries I took. You see, all of these entries in backtesting on NinjaTrader, right? When it's slow on NinjaTrader, I took these. I saw how much R it delivers. I took multiple partials, right? These are all of the entries that I took. I put in my time, and now it's paying off. Now I can go in front of people and just preach, right? Look, what do we say? The 50? The 50? The 50 what? It works on the 5 second. It works on the 5 second. It works on the 1 minute. It works on the 5 minute. It works on the 15. It works on the hourly. It works everywhere. That's why I love it, and I'm passionate about this. I love this. I love the idea of trading. I love everything about it, because it's really rewarding once you start getting things right. It's really rewarding. Yeah, I was broke. Yeah, I was a dumb teenager. I got absolutely heartbroken. I got left with a penny in my bank account, and I made it work. Why can't you? Right? As a teenager, as a 19-year-old guy, I made it work. So can you. And I will share everything, yeah. On 1,000 subscribers, I will share everything. That's my promise to you guys. My notes on the free material, you get it. It's gonna be there. I promise. This is my oath. You remember my first comment? I said any long... Yeah, but JD, I was righter. I'm kidding. Let me set my ego aside. We did say a tap from 88 is coming. Yo, JD, exactly what he said. But yeah, so can you guys. So can you. Wait, let me hear. What's gonna happen once we cross 266? What's gonna happen, guys? Let me hear it. What's gonna happen once we cross 266? I'm all ears. Because I know you know. Because I keep telling you guys what's gonna happen. Come on, guys, don't let it reach the entry. A reversal, exactly. Well, not a reversal, a trade back into the other direction. We don't have it, well, we don't necessarily expect a reversal, but yeah, a trade in the other direction. Back into the range, exactly, Rush. Exactly. I'm trying to distill this in your minds, right? Because MMs are everywhere. Look, where is this trading? From MM to MM. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no worries, Rush. Don't worry. I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. But yeah, what is this doing? Trading from an MM to an MM. That's the whole market. You could, well, hypothetically, you could be using MMs as narrative and be right. I'm just saying, you know. But hey, every day, in either in backtesting or in live trading, I see this. It will go into R mode, we get it. Yo. Yo, the music, guys, by the way, the music, I fuck with it. I found this new deep house music mix, late night underground, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, it's so groovy, you know? Even though, like, I'm a huge hard techno fan, like, I like it, you know, 190 BPM, like, you know, Bolshevik underground, whatever. Now, this is just, like, groovy, you know? I could listen to this. Good vibes, you know? You gotta come into the market with a new mindset, a fresh mindset. You gotta be delusional in a way. You gotta delude yourself. Today is gonna be a profitable day. Today is gonna be a profitable day, and when it's not, tomorrow is gonna be a profitable day. You can't let one bad day put you into a spiral going downwards. Please no. You gotta come into the markets fresh. Yo, I'm gonna make money today. This month is gonna be a profitable day. This month, I'm gonna make $10,000. That's how you do it. That's how you fucking do it, you know? And I'm sorry for swearing. I'm really sorry. Caffeine kicking in, yeah. You guys see the transition. You guys see the transition live. Yo, yo, leave me alone, bro. No, it's just good vibes. It's just dopamine. It's serotonin release. And what do we say? Once 266 is gonna sweep, trade back into range. Now it's news now. There is news coming in, so that trade back into the range is give me some. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, there is news right now, so don't be expecting like anything huge right now, okay? Like this can just go poof, go up. Oh, watching news on the 5 second is crazy. So nothing's happening. That's terrific. Still no entry by rules. But yeah, as I said, this can just go, you know, up. Especially with tick refresh on. Yeah, by the way, I love the tick refresh. Tick refresh is one of the best indicators that I put on my chart. I'm going to make coffee when news does its thing. I'll be back. Okay, have a good one, Wingson. Make that coffee extra strong. So, oh. Well, if we're on the topic of MMs, let me just, you know, yeah, so POI, we do have a trade here. Now, I don't know why I'm on the 5 second, I shouldn't be on the 5 second. But yeah, look, Also on the 1 minute you can see, right, a fractal. There is a fractal here. Now, remind me again where we're rejecting from. Of course, the 50%. The 50%. Oh, this shit's flying. Now, a trade back into the range where from a POI. An MM can be used as a POI too. You can use it as an entry. I've taken these entries too, right? Look, a tap. You can essentially enter on the tap here. Because you know what's coming? A trade back into the range. A move coming back into the range. Right? This is like it's so simple. It's so simple. You guys just gotta go and practice this. You gotta build a plan around it. And yeah, I know it's different when you're on an eval or PA. Yeah, I know. I've been there. It's different when you're on a live account. I know. I've been there. You can search up in what is it? Yo, Jeff, you got a fire move out of that. God damn. So I'm pretty sure that that initial zone didn't deliver. If I'm not mistaken, I wouldn't know though. I'm on the 5 second. I gotta get off this. This zone did not end up delivering. If I'm not, yeah, this was directly on market open, and it did not quite get there. But I say it why? Because this high was the exact same as the one on the left, and when that happens, I tend to skip the zone. Okay, I just skip the zone entirely. I wanted to long the one inside of it, yeah, but the one on like this large one, no, it would be this one. If you were looking for an SNDR, okay, and I also had levels down below the 88. And I'm gonna give a controversial take on MMs, and that's it. They're just supply. Well, it's support and resistance at the end of the day, but used with structure. Yeah, you're still using swings, but it's at the end of the day, it's essentially support and resistance. You know what's happening? So you have taps, 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 and then a breakout, and then you trade back into the range. What's that? Like it's support and resistance, but used with structure. Right? You're using rules. You know, support and resistance traders, they tend to just draw lines, you know. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest. So if we're going by SNDRs, this would be an SNDR. Now, which swing does this belong to? The number. We have 1, we have 2. Oh, we don't have 2. We have 2. We have 3. We have 4. Oh, we don't have 4. Now we have 4. Exactly, Rush. The 4th swing. Now with the 4th swing, we know that the odds of it delivering are significantly lower. Now, did you backtest this? Did you backtest the 4th swing SNDR? Did you keep track of which swing the SNDR is from? If so, take that entry. If not, don't. It's as simple as that. If you take, well, when backtesting SNDRs, make sure to keep eye out on this one metric, and it's the swing count coming into your entry and the swing count of the SNDR, right? Which SNDR, well, which swing does it belong to? Does it belong to the 2nd, 1st, 3rd, or 4th, 5th? And how many swings, right? How many swings does it take to come up into the zone to trade away from? A little gem for you guys. Let me see if there is a gem. Pretty sure there has to be that. Oh. A little gem, right? A little gem. Okay. I swear this is gonna blow up your trading. Hey, that is exactly what clean ass SNDR fourth thing I was mentioning. We will be watching with hands tied. I think just got back mid convo. Okay, yeah. It's a clean ass SNDR on the fourth swing. Fourth. That's why our hands, they're tied together behind our backs. Okay, behind our backs. You know, guys, make sure to subscribe. We're 3 subscribers away. 3 subscribers from 900. From the big 900. And then 100 more and we release the material. Now, where are we rejecting from? We are rejecting from that MM. Now, it's a lower time frame MM. That's why we don't really see it as cleanly. But it's still an MM. Okay? What is it gonna do when we sweep it? God knows, but we can for sure use that SNDR as a POI. My 3-year-old nephew is now getting a YouTube profile. Yo guys, make sure to get your grandmas, your parents, everyone on board. And then if we all do that, a combined, we're gonna 3x our subscribers. So what I do see us doing here is sweeping. Now, where we were gonna get that trade back into the range from, I wouldn't be so certain as directly. I would like to see a trade up into that POI and then moving lower. Okay. Let me just open. Let me open my Steam Stream Deck. I gotta fix something. Okay, now it's better. So you guys understand what I'm getting at. You guys understand what this is, right? This did sweep the high, the protected high we were talking about, but did not give a closure. Now what does that mean? Ooh, what is happening? Chill, because this can still go move further and put a body closure up above it. Now if this doesn't do that and it creates a flip, that's where we know, okay, price is gearing up for a short. Okay, now a perfect short would be essentially from that SNDR. I wouldn't be looking for any shorts lower, because whenever I speculate a short, I speculated from a structural area, and that's always, right? Always from what? A structural area. Almost just spilled my monster. Whew. Gave me a heart attack. Yeah. As much as I preach structural area, you guys are gonna have to do your own backtesting at the end of the day. Like, I'm sorry, but this knowledge does not just come to you, okay? It's something to that you have to quite literally get yourself. Like, I can teach you guys the exact things that you have to do, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to do your own work. Yeah, we're so close to that though. I don't know where we're gaining subscribers from, if I'm honest. I did post a short yesterday. maybe that had something to do with it. But I'm just flabbergasted at the rate we are growing. And this is sweeping that high. Now what I would look for essentially is a trade into that SNDR and then go lower, but we'll see, right? I have a question for interest's sake. If you had to list what you use for POIs, origins, MMs, so other MMs, SNDRs, second swings, third swings, flat candle tops and bottoms, I would use previous day high, previous day low, and yeah, so with MMs we're talking 30, 57. Well, with MMs we're talking the 50, the top of the MM and the sweep of the MM. Right? That's the POI, like around MMs. But yeah, any higher time frame POI, any higher time frame, you could essentially just use. Yeah, that's great. That's all you have to. All you have to do is use these. That's all. Pretty sure. If I missed something, I'm gonna like, of course, message you. But yeah, that's what I would use. But look at this. Wingsane said, "Yo, wait. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot this. That's why it's gray. You know when he said this? He said this here. He said this here. Over here. Oh. Well, look at this. What have we here? So we had this trade going higher. Now we did have that closure. It's really weak, but yeah, essentially this would be your SNDR. I do remember taking a trade like this on stream in 24. That's why it's odd, because I knew like it did a V shape and then it did a zone up above. Wait, like I took this shit in April of 24. You see, now here's the thing, right? A lot of these markets that you're gonna be trading are really similar. Like a lot of these moves that you're gonna be trading are really similar. That's I remember like I taking a 1-to-1, but there's almost like 10 points. So on the 50. And I know the zone was, wait, let me see. I know the zone was something like this. SNDR. Yeah, it was exactly like this. I remember it. I'm gonna find it. But you guys, another warning, I'm gonna be not deleting, I'm gonna be unlisting the videos and all of the live streams. Well, I'm gonna be unlisting the live streams. All of the live streams are gonna be in my Discord. If you want to, no worries, you can still get it. Like, it's under extra material, and Wingsane did the due diligence, and thank Wingsane of posting every single live stream that I had over the years, right? And we're talking about 24 too. Okay, so yeah, crazy how everyone is looking for something better constantly when the simple and repetitive works so well. Almost like they just want the excitement rather than being profitable. Exactly, they want the excitement of, you know, because they think that, oh, if I start trading this, then I'm gonna have more money, when you haven't made a single dime. A single dime. Trading something simple. Trading the absolute simplest of concepts. And you want to do more. You want to trade more. You want to learn a system that's gonna bring you a shit ton of R in only one trade, a mechanical system. Like, you haven't made money trading the simple thing, and you want to go learn the Hail Mary trade. I mean, okay, be my guest, right? Be my guest. But that's not the way of profitability. Now I deleted this zone, of course, week closure. I did not take if this was my rules, I would have taken this on stream, like right here and now, but we are rejecting from that MM. I do not want to be participating in that entry, right? We did, however, on the highest closing bullish candle, deliver a 1.5 hour. Now, we did this in backtesting, we went over it. If you guys are interested in these kinds of entries, in the backtesting session of when was it? I don't know, but yeah, the backtesting session, the first, like the BBC one, backtesting builds confidence #1. That's the one you want to look if you want to learn how to do MMs. And then the one after that, extremely valuable, because okay, now the music's taking a turn. I'll just this is better. Okay, I can sense the groove in this. The protected high is broken and closed up above, so we're gonna do that. I agree. We closed up above that protected high, tapped into that zone. Responsible, trade the high. The S&D are delivered. Yeah. I'm just, you know, against an MM. I'm not gonna trade it, but yeah, of course, it delivered. It's a zone. Like I told you guys. I'm gonna find the video. I'm gonna find, like, it's the exact same thing. Like, I'm S&D Brown. That's a crazy name, a brownie S&D. let me switch to S&DR. Yeah, it was exactly like this, and it delivered, and then it went higher. It went higher like this. I remember this vividly. Of course. It's a concept that works, Rush. It's a concept which we go in backtesting and prove that it works. It's a concept that we come into the live markets and explain that it works and show that it works. You know, we show. And you know, you still have people, yo, but what if it doesn't work? Yo, but I'm really, like, I got a message, okay? I got a DM. I'm gonna read you guys the DM. I'm not gonna say from who. I'm not gonna dox anyone. But I am gonna, you know, let me just okay. The message states, are you doing a different strategy and all that stuff? I have a trust issue with this strategy. And he asked me, how can he be able to trade like us guys, right? Because we were in a mentorship. Now, first of all, Wink saying, I know he wasn't in the mentorship, right? I was in the mentorship, but in the mentorship, they don't teach you, they do teach you new stuff, but they don't teach you stuff that you need to know in order to be profitable. Because in order for you to be profitable, the free masterclass is all you need. And I am a living example, a living example of that. And he asked me, "Oh, I have trust issues. Like I don't think your strategy is profitable." Okay, I understand. You don't have to believe me. Come into the live markets, see for yourself. See for yourself. Come into the markets. Come here. Come join us. I sound like a salesman. but it's really it's free. Like, I'm not selling you guys anything yet. Like, there is no paid stuff that you can get from me. The Discord's free. The live streams are free. Like, what I am gonna do when I'm gonna be eligible is a membership on YouTube. That's it. That's all you're gonna, well, all you can. Like, it's to support the live streams. It's not to give me money in any way, sort of way. And maybe later down the line, I could be keen on one-on-one mentorships. But the free live streams are still gonna be here. The free live streams are not going anywhere. Because it's all free material at the end of the day. So this is nice. So tapping that SNDR. Now I could see price going higher and tapping that SNDR. With that SNDR, we could get a rejection and then go higher. We need to understand that the SNDR can still give a rejection, but it can still go high. Okay. We need to understand this fact, and we need to understand that the market can just plow through all of these zones. Looks like an MM forming below that SNDR. Oh, good eye. A good eye indeed. I was looking at this MM, it looked kind of MME, but then I see, right, the M&M. Wait, oh no, where's my zone? Well, shit. Let me just copy paste. Yeah, this zone was looking kind of MME, but then I M&M-y. We got M&Ms. We're trading M&Ms. But I'm so happy that I can share this with you guys. Like, it's a joy coming here. Going to have to dye your hair blonde. Oh no. Yo, but I don't know how to rap. That's a problem. I don't know how to rap. I love it though. I love it. So yeah, the zone is looking kinda M&M. I can't get over that fact. Let me see what AI can cook up. Let me see. Oh wait, this is actually generating a track. Okay, Gemini is just on a whole different level. I was like, okay, just you know, make me a rap about M&Ms in trading. Well, M&Ms in trading, but now he's just generating a 30-second track. AI is dangerous, man. AI is dangerous. Okay, now it created the music. I've got you covered. Okay, let's see, guys. This is a track, a dark melodic trap beat that goes hard on how MMO market makers. I think he didn't do a job. Yeah, SMC running the game. See the MM sweeping liquidity with an evil grin. That wick taps the order block. That's where the real money begins. It's a high probability with multiple mitigations. Stacking up my AI is dangerous, man. Another tap, another inch, filling up my limit orders. Exploiting imbalance, pushing past the market's borders. They run in the liquidity. It's a setup for the takeover. Yo. we got a theme song for MMs. We got a theme song for MMs now. Oh my lord. The music, the moment, gosh, what's next? Profitability. Yo. I'ma download this. Yo. But yeah, what we're expecting, right? We are expecting a trade back into that SNDR. Coming from an SNDR, right? This is rejecting. I do still see this going a bit higher. Let me see the 5 second. Oh my bad. Let me see the 5 second. So yeah, the 5 seconds looking a little rangy. Yeah, it is looking a little rangy. We do still have, and yeah, that that's the that we were talking about, right? But it's all fractal. In the end of the day, we can still look at 5 second. If you're bored, just go on the 5 second. Look for your entry. Don't trade it, but look for your entry. Does it deliver? Okay, you got a winning entry. Does it not deliver? Yeah, maybe you're doing something wrong. Maybe you should go back to the whiteboard. Because it should, theoretically, if you have a winning entry, it should work on all time frames. That's my personal opinion on that. But this is just going up and down and up and down. But yeah, as we said, what will come after 3? Well, first of all, it was after 266. We got a trade back into the range. Then we had another MM at 319. What do we have? A trade back into the range. I mean, yeah. Wait. Oh, I got messages. Oh, I gotta get the chat. I just joined the Discord, but I'm watching to you for days. It's good material because I was watching the Dave in the long past from the old days. I'll be here for. Yo, I love it, man. No, oh, that name. That name, I'm gonna have trouble pronouncing. I want to get better also with others because it's a lonely job. Hey, that's why I'm here. It doesn't have to be a lonely job. I'm here. That's why I'm here. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. My patient does not allow the higher time. And you know, it's funny because mine too, right? That's why I'm on the 1 minute. And I'm not going below the 1 minute. I'm not going into the seconds chart. I've successfully trained my brain to watching the 1 minute price action, and you're watching years of work right now. This I didn't have the ability. I didn't have the ability to watch price action print. I wanted entries. I wanted so bad. Like I wanted entries. Here. I wanted to take everything and anything. I was blowing accounts left and right. But it doesn't have to be that way. And it's not gonna be that way. And I had to get away. And I had to essentially program my mind into, okay, now you're gonna sit here. Yeah, I was bored as fuck. I was bored. I couldn't for the life of me watch this M1PA. It's not going anywhere. Like, what is it doing? It's doing nothing. Like, my entry is all the way in Narnia, right? All the way in Antarctica. And I have to wait and watch all of this. And then I started backtesting properly, right? I had these entries. And I had a mindset of, okay, I have an entry there. It either is gonna deliver or it's not gonna deliver. If it doesn't deliver, then it's okay. We have the next day. If it's not gonna come to the entry, that's fine. We have the next day, right? And with each iteration of the backtesting, I got better. I got better at that mindset. I got better. Okay, I can wait. With each iteration, like, a lot of your problems that you have right now can be solved with one thing. With one thing. Backtesting. Like, huh? Hello? Is that all it is? It is. 1841. Benchina shouts at me every day. Get into the Discord, you would lose the loneliness. If you stay accountable and post your progress. Yo, it doesn't matter, win or loss, I'm not gonna judge you. Nobody in the Discord is gonna judge you. If they do, they're not gonna be a member of the Discord anymore, right? So don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about anyone judging you, because they won't. Just stay accountable, stay true to yourself, stay true to everyone in the Discord, right? Because we all have one goal. Well, most of you have one goal, and that's profitability, right? Why would you tear each other up screaming, yo, you made a bad entry, yo, you made this? No. Flip that mindset, right? Encourage each other. Iron sharp as iron. 50 tap delivered. Yo, are we serious right now? I think, well, depends which you took, right? I don't think the 50 tap delivered. Did it? Yeah, no, I think it didn't. I think it missed it by a tick. But it's, again, taking this swing or taking the one inside of it. We're taking this one. You have so many. And that's why I say with MMs, it's so hard to mess up. Like, it's so hard with the MM sweep, especially. You have like a couple zones. You're either taking a tap of one zone, or you're taking a sweep of the second. It doesn't matter. When there are MMs bunched together, you have a high probability of winning. But now it's tapping into that 50, right? Now it's tapping into that 50 and going higher. It's a really deep mitigation, but still, right? And one question, well, one DM that I got. Yo, Ziga, you say you're an intraday trader. Why did you go 2 days without a trade? Why did you go 2 days without a trade? Expecting me to take an entry every single day. And I'm gonna ask you guys, do you guys think that that's profitable trading? Taking an entry every single day. Do you guys think that that's the profitable way of trading? Yep. It's not, right? It's the way you trade, the way you go about trading. If I was to focus on the amount of entries I took in a day, or that I even took, I'm gonna be forcing entries at the end of the day. I'm not gonna be able to trade them profitably, right? There is no way, because if you place that burden of yourself, oh, I need an entry today, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get the entry. You're gonna see everything. At the end of the day, you're gonna end up taking nothing or a lot of losses. Now, why would Ziga say that? Why would Ziga say that? Because I was there. I had that limit on myself. I placed that limit. Yo, have at least 2 entries a day. Come on now. And what was I doing? Losing. Because I was forcing trades. I was forcing trades that weren't even there in the first place. That's why I say, slow down. No need to be taking everything. It's sweeping that MM now. Now, I'm gonna just be honest. This I will not validate as an MM. So a sweep to go back into the range, right? Now, why would I do that? Because there's only 2 taps, right? With those 2 taps, I cannot say this is a valid MM. I need 3 or more taps on my MM. So I have 1 and 2. If I drew this with a diagram, you would see this, right? Now, Does this look like 3 or more taps on the zone? No, right? Absolutely not. So it's not a valid MM. And we do what with the invalid MMs? We don't take them. We don't take the sweeps. Now, with backtesting, as I said, you're gonna get better at spotting which MMs are good and which MMs are bad. Right? Because not all MMs are equally as good. And if you think that one concept works the same on each and every iteration, like, it does not. You have parameters, you have a grade you basically put on the zone. If you see that zone delivering, like, you see one zone in one specific area delivering multiple times, you mark that as an A+ entry. You see a zone not delivering as many times, you mark that as a B entry, right? And where's that done? And back. Well, somebody should place this stream into a transcriptor and count how many times Ziga said backtesting. Count how many times did Ziga say backtesting. It's gonna be like 100. We're out of the elixir. Now, I took this one, the green one, with 0 sugar, because there was nothing left in the store. They had a discount on Monsters, 50 off. Everybody took everything. it was like the COVID era with toilet paper. Yo, top of the morning, Anon. Welcome to the stream, buddy. What a beautiful day today. Beautiful day of PA and beautiful day of just trading in general. We did say we're looking for shorts. Now, I am still looking for shorts up above. If I fib this flip, are we already tapping the 50? We are not. Okay. I was just making sure. Oh, it's getting hot again, guys. Yo, for the courtesy of me streaming every day here, well, almost every day, drop a like down below. Drop a like down below for your boy. Still expecting something here. Now, yeah. Nice V-shape recovery. We did call this move. Let me see the 5 minute. What the 5 minutes do? Oh, here. Nah, not yet. Not yet. I'm pretty sure that word is like banned or something, because I know on Instagram or something, like if you post the links, like I got friends that run OFM, right? You essentially can't post links. Before I come to the stream, I was looking at charts and I drew almost the same zones as you. That's extremely good. If you did that, that's amazing. You can be proud of yourself. You know DTFX. If you did that and if you drew that like the exact same zones as me, that means you're doing something correct. You're doing something a profitable trader, right? A profitable trader is doing. So yeah, that's extremely good. By the way, I gave a gem about MMs in shorts, like from the stream, right? So you guys don't have to sift through all the streams. You got 250 views and one like, and everybody asking me, Yo Ziga, how do I trade MMs? But when I pump out MM content, nobody wants to look at it. Wicking that high, right, on the 5 minute, which would be the protected high, right? But the validated high, well, the validated swing, all the way up here. So we are still looking to trade into that swing. We did sweep that MM, and now we're trading lower. I trade only Sim for now, but I will open a NinjaTrader live account. Hey, Hey, that's terrific. That's insane. Lovely. That's lovely. A Ninja Trader, the ability, well, I don't have the ability to open a Ninja Trader live account, but if I, well, theoretically, I would do the same. So, congrats. Like, you can just, the fact is, you can just go trade structure. If you know DTFX, you can just trade structure the 50%, and you are gonna be profitable. Like, I kid you not, if you know how to read structure, you are already profitable. But it's just the matter of how you use it, right? If you know how to trade structure, you are profitable. Yeah, I know you trade DTFX. You told me. You were watching Dave, right? In the past. That's why I say, if you know structure, you're profitable already. Again, weak low down below. We do have this origin of the move. Yeah. We have this origin of the move, right? And we still have this MM that we can be tapping into and delivering a yet potential another move out of. But yeah, I would like to see that SNDR. Well, I would have liked, because we're so low now, a trade up into here and then lower. But you can't always get what you want. And if this successfully trades down below, I would consider this the 5th swing. We're gonna do the not 5th swing. And what do we know with the swing count being so high? If the swing count is so high, we know that we could potentially get a higher time frame retracement, sweeping those highs. But all these years I trade on sim, it's my first time I trade. Well, my question is, why wait so long? And how much backtesting did you do? These are my two questions. Why wait so long? And why didn't you backtest? Or, well, how much backtesting did you actually do? Because if the answer is none, I'm gonna be a little mad. But hey, because you can accelerate your progress. You can accelerate your progress so much with just incorporating backtesting. So I'm gonna be a little mad if no backtesting was done. Like, you get to know so many things about yourself, how impulsive you can be, you know? There's so many new things you learn. Because I was afraid to lose money because I'm skeptical as a person. Yeah, that's... But hey, you gotta take the risk. You're in a business that you literally need to take the risk. What's your main higher time frame for scalping? For scalping, my higher time frame is like the 15-minute. If we're talking about structure. But I do daily top-down analysis, right? I go each and every day. I go from the daily all the way down to the 1 minute. But I am backtesting and forward testing. If you have an edge, right? What is your name? How? I forgot. Hold on. Hercules. If you have a profitable edge, if you know that your edge is profitable in backtesting, if you have above a 50% win rate, then why wait? You know, because you just proved to yourself, okay, I can do this. You just proved to yourself, I can do this. So why wait? You know, Elon, I hope I answered that question, you know. My main higher time frame, like, it's it really depends on the market too. It's not always the same. Like sometimes I'm gonna use 5 minutes because there may just be a lot of moves going on, right? A lot of volatile moves. And you can use the 5 minute, for example. If a lot of volatility is happening, just use the 1 minute, right? Well, the 5 minute, my bad. Essentially, I am looking for a rejection off of this MM. That's what I would be looking out for. This was the third tap. And now, Wing saying, I hope we're clear. You don't have to start implementing the 50s, right? I would really suggest you do like proper, like sit down and backtest sessions before going onto the live. Well, live PA. You know the concept works, but it's how you view it. How you view it. Yeah, I know, but I was thinking when the real money come in, maybe it will be how throw me off, but how I start with little money and the money that I know I lose it. That's why you start with. Do you know what funded accounts are? I'm pretty sure you know, but if you don't, funded accounts are a good way to not risk your own money, but rather risk the prop firm's money, right? And I would really suggest you looking in the prop firms and start trading them as soon as possible. Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying, before you start implementing, I would suggest you gotta have a proper backtesting session. Already passed those more than 4. Okay, if you passed more than 4, I mean, did you get any payouts? If you can pass a funded account, that's crazy. That's crazy. That means that you can do it. And that's where you can stem your confidence from. Say, look at yourself in the mirror and say, you did this, right? You go into the mirror. This is me doing improv. You go into the mirror. You passed that funded account. You made that happen. You had a profitable edge. You had a win rate of 80%. You had it. You passed it, right? Poor management, that can be learned. That can be learned. Always risk the same. Never risk, dynamically. Maybe like $50 up, $50 down, but never risk dynamically. Always have a set risk with funded accounts. You do not want to be caught blowing it just because you had poor management, right? Always risk the same, or at least, like, if it's $500, risk $450 to $550. If it's $150, risk $120 to $170. $180, sorry. Like, always have a buffer, okay? This can go up, reject from that swing, and we can go lower. Not financial. It says over here, before making any financial advice, go consult a financial advisor. Well, before making any, yeah, whatever. To pass the challenge is easy for me, but when I go to pay out, sometimes I make mistakes and blew it. Detach yourself from the outcome. Detach yourself from the outcome, and really listen to me when I say this. Detach yourself from the outcome. How do you pass it in days? I think you have if you risk the same on an eval and the PA, I think that's the mistake you're making, because you shouldn't. It should be at least half the risk, because now you're entering a territory when you can get paid, and you're sabotaging that. to get a payout quicker. Shimon. Just detach yourself from the outcome, the payout, and just keep trading it the way you would. Like blur out your account number, blur out the account balance, whatever you have to do. Just trade it as a normal account, like you would. Just trade as you would an eval. Well, not the same risk parameters, but trade as you would an eval. If you can pass an eval, you can get a payout. You just have to have that mindset shift, okay? That paradigm shift. On the evaluation, I risk the same 1%, but when I pass it, I rush the... Why? The payout's not going anywhere. The funded account's not tied to any time frame. Just don't rush. You know the problem. It's an easy fix. It's low-key. It's the easiest fix you can do if you know how to trade. Right? If you know how to trade. Risk 0.5% on the PA. You know how to trade. It's such a simple fix. So as I said, tap into this area. I do see this going lower. So for any of you guys that are on the same, like on the same page as Hercules, right? I would suggest you do the same. Lower the risk, halve the risk. Focus on PA and PA only. We're talking about price action. Hiding the dollar amounts helped me too. Also, it keeps you from tilting 1 or 2 losses. Just hide it. I don't have the dollar amounts like anywhere visible on my screen. I have my working buys and working sells because I want to see if it copied correctly. Double bottom has formed. Yeah, JD, I would, yeah. It's a bit far, but yeah. The thing is, I don't know why I do this. Because you want to rush. It's that simple. You want to rush. Hercules, you want to rush, and you no, don't rush, please. Now, we don't have enough money to put in a high, okay? We're reading price. We don't have enough money to put in a high. I will never go as far as say, okay, that high is getting broken. But yeah, because we are still on this structure alone. Let me see the lower time frame. Okay, yeah. That is a viable outlook on the market. The high will be taken, but we are still in this zone, right? And I am expecting a 1-to-1 from the zone. But yeah, the high can be taken, of course. Everything can happen. I mean, let me just delete this zone. This is such groovy music. I love it. But a lot of times you have an obstacle that you face, which is solved. It's solved in a matter of a decision, a conscious decision. And most of you guys don't realize this, but it is. It sometimes is a conscious decision. Like most of the time. And what would you... Oh. Well. Now, I am still bearish on this price action. Until we do break this high, I would still be looking for bearish PA. Okay? I do not have enough money to say, okay, we're gonna get that high. No. I will show you the Discord also, then I pass the evaluation, have the reward they send you, but no payouts from this. Hey, I just want the parameters that you have. and the number of trades that you take per day. We can go over this after the stream in the Discord. So yeah, we can go over this. I can help you, but not with financial advice. Yes. No financial advice. Yeah, this seems like the second swing forming, and this high will this low can be taken. Now I trade one trade only. Boom! You're already doing things right. Like I don't even have to say anything. That's exactly what I was gonna recommend. Take one trade a day. If you have a problem with overtrading, take one trade a day. It's gonna take you longer for sure. But taking one trade a day is gonna lead you to that profitability. Because if you can restrain yourself to one trade a day, you can restrain yourself from breaking the other rules that you have. If you have the ability. How many micros do I trade? I trade. So I have a thingy here, okay? That thing is called a micro NQ risk calculator, presented to you by none other than Claude. So I have an Apex PA which I risk 150 on, and I have a Tradify Evo which I trade 500 on, and the Tradify PAs I trade 300, so it's double this. And I just input the tick size, well, trade size and ticks, and it tells me the exact risk plus or minus one contract, and it's also the commission. I think it's 0.5, and it just tells you the best outcome, right? And if it's over 10, I just look at minis then. But it's a constant risk of 150 and 500 and 300. From one trade a day keeps the liquidation away. Yo, I should print and put that, like I should do a neon sign. Place it behind me. One trade a day keeps the liquidation away. That's lovely. Yo, Nia, I hope I answered that question. Like I trade fixed the dollar amount, and then I just see if the zone is like too big, which sometimes does happen, I just lower the size. Right? I don't wanna be risking like, or I just don't take the trade at all. So now you guys see, I said that low might be taken. Now why? We're trading from that previous zone, right? The second swing. Yo, Neo, welcome to the stream. I'm glad to have you here in AFOP's chat. Okay. Well, thank you, AFOP, for mentioning my name, or whoever it is. Thank you. I don't know if that's the Discord or you can join it's free. You can join my Discord. It's free. I should probably, if it was AFOP, I should go and thank him. Okay. Andres, is that like your name? I'm sorry. He trades DTFX. I know, AFOP. I know he is a as I said, I do approve of AFOP. He trades the old material, like he trades it perfectly. Okay, he trades the old masterclass perfectly. Like I saw the videos, even though I might not understand, it's eerie, right? It's kind of scary to listen to that AI voice. But in the end, it's the concepts that matter, and the concept that he trades, the things I see, thumbs up. You know, he does. He I don't know about the track record. I don't know anything about that. But from my standpoint, I think he does trade it profitably. And I could vouch for the guy. So now it created the double bottom, right? Now it created the double bottom. Now you could see on the 1 minute. Let me show you 1 minute because I have the 5 second, right? And let me just get rid of the 5. Now we have the double bottom. What we can see is the sweep of that high, the first high and the second high. Okay. But again, we don't have money to put in new highs or lows. We have money to trade our own concepts. We have money to trade our own trading plans. That's what we have money for, and that's what we come into the markets for. Not to put in new highs or lows, but to make money trading our trading plans. And with that being said, I did post my trading plan in the resources channel in my Discord, and yeah, that's completely free if you guys want to check that out. And we are 3 subscribers away from 900, so I would really appreciate you subscribing and liking the stream. It helps me out a lot in terms of reach. Yeah, I love you guys for that. So cool. We have 3 swings on the current leg. But if we were looking at the lower time frame, it would be 1, 2, 3, and now it's the break, right? It's a double bottom. That's looking at the lower time frame, but at the 1 minute, that's why I was confident in that one-to-one delivering. It's what the second swing, right? I said we can tap into that zone and trade lower. I was expecting for lower prices. Now, yeah, the zone didn't get tapped, but the trading model, the second swing, delivered, right? And let me be clear when I say this. I was right about the move, and you could have made money on this move. We weren't right about where the market was going, but we were right about the trade, and that's what matters. Trading your model, not being right about the market, not being right about whether a high or low is getting put in, but trading that model consistently. That's what we want, because that's where profitability stems from. So that first high broken, and now we have the second high. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So you guys took any trades yet, or are you guys just watching me mark up everything? And that second high is lunch. Okay, cool. Wait, did it? Nah. Okay, buddy. It came like to the tick. I was like, okay, we're sweeping that high. Nah. Not today. We still have an unmitigated such an ugly zone. Oh my god. We still have this unmitigated zone, but you are trading against the double bottom. Okay. I wouldn't go shorting here. Yo, Neo, if you're still here, what chat were you talking about when you said you heard my name and in there? I am still looking at the zone up above delivering, since it is in unmitigated area. That's what I'm still looking for in terms of targets. And then we have a target up above, which is the MM. Let me mark this out too, so for anyone trading the PM session, you have the tab, the 50, the sweep. Okay, so just mark that out for your own charts, right? Yo, look at you, poker. Oh, so let me just yeah, okay, it's sim, but whatever. Like it's the same thing, right? We got poker taking the same trades that we mark out, so it's the second swing, right? Second swing, boom, the 15 delivers, right? That's lovely. That's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Yo. I sent one trade I took, man. I just was the same that she sent. Yeah, it's the well, it's the same concept, right? For me, that was the second swing. That's why I was confident in delivering. Now, why? Because I traded the second swing, right? I traded this. I traded it on the evals. I traded it on my PAs, and it's just something that I am poker. Oh yeah, okay. Cool. It's gonna get tough when a lot of people come around, and it's gonna be, well, even now I have trouble. Yeah, I'm having trouble deciphering who is who. Like, even though I might have heard, but I just have a hard time remembering everything. I am really sorry if I forget, okay? It's not on purpose, okay? Yeah, that's cool. I love it. I love it. We did say that down here that I am looking for price to come up into here, like this area, and then trade lower. That's what I did say. Now, I'm not saying that it wasn't all you, because it was. It's you who's pressing that button. It's you, right? We did mention this zone, however. This was, as I said, second swing. Now, I don't know what it is for you. For me, it is the second swing. And I am still looking for that 363 up above, right? Memory filled with rules and checklists rather than names. Yeah, yeah, what you saying. And yeah, I would rather have a memory filled with rules and checklists than names. Goes without saying. I like this, and it shows that I'm good on a good road. Exactly, on a good path. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. You are on a good path. Because that means what? You know what structure is. If you know what structure is, I'm not gonna go into that same pep talk, but hey. That's amazing. That's amazing. But still, what I'm looking for, that 363 area, and the areas down below. Let me just give you guys the levels. So we have the origin, we have this 50, have this 50, that I could see a potential tap of, and we have this sweep, right, the PDL. If I drew the zone correctly, it would be also a good thing. But the PDL all the way at nice 3-6. Those are my so I'm expecting something like this: a tap of the 50, a tap of the 27, and a sweep, and then trade back into range. According to the nodes, the second and the third is more trusted than the first and the fourth. Yes, and that's what we preach here in the live stream, right? The first one is more of a am I in a POI? Okay, am I in a POI? That first one you can take if you're in a higher time frame POI, of course. That second one, however, right? You have that second one. Okay, the trend is already emerging from a higher time frame POI. It's more trusted, and you're gonna take that, and it's gonna deliver. And also the third, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 swings. After the fourth swing, we only counter. Okay, we only counter. But before the fourth swing, we only do continuation. Boom. It's as simple as that. And I love how simple these concepts are, but I really wanna shed light that onto that this isn't all about trading the concept. It's you, not just the concepts, it's you. So that 363 area, I'm looking I mentioned this like 15 times already, but the market's rather slow today, just like every day. But you know what fascinates me? We just had a PR in terms of the average view duration, and the average view duration right now, I'm gonna leak it, it's 30 minutes. And it just goes to show how devoted you guys are, right? That's really good. Really good. You know, some people come into the markets and can't even look at charts for 30 minutes. You guys are here watching the live stream of me blabbing about. Right? You can be proud of yourselves. But yeah, 2 subscribers away. Thank you for anyone that anyone that subscribed right now, but 2 subscribers away from 900. That's lovely. Anyways, I wish there was more to the market right now, but there really isn't, other than sitting on our hands and waiting. Okay. Part of trading too, part of live trading. You guys aren't gonna get an entry every single day. If you are, then congratulations, but if you don't, well, that's just the reality of trading. So finally, after years of waiting, we got that high. So that high is now swept. We have that double bottom down below. And now I do see this trade going higher. Now, I don't know why, but I know I fibbed this. I fibbed this, but I forgot. The target might as well, and it could be the 313. I know I fibbed this, but I forgot to tell you that. And I'm sorry. Just never mind. Let me the 2 hours has been up. Let's see what other songs. Let me turn it up. It's loading. Hey, yeah, just something for the back. Nothing too serious. The targets, as I said, 313 could be the move. Now, I also said you could use this zone, which is a flip. But again, your rules, right? That wouldn't be something by my rules. By my rules, if this was, for example, a third swing, would be the SNDR. Two hours and counting, guys. It's been a rather long stream. My tongue is getting tired from all the talking. But you guys do see, rules are tough, we full port only. Yeah, guys, following rules is tough. Don't just full port the entire account and market open. Found another energy drink and let's go into market close. Yo, that's a good idea, but I'm not sure my heart will like that. I am trying to fix my sleep schedule, and I did. I'm going to sleep at 10 p.m. consistently, waking up at 6:30, right? 6:30 a.m. Bro, today's market open. Well, today's London was extreme. Like, I saw Wingsane taking these entries. I was like, yo, I'm missing this. But yeah, it's been a wild London today. I wanna get into trading London so bad. Yeah, Wingsane, I'm trying to look. You said, well, I see you trading London, and I'm just with the FOMO, right? But I gotta backtest it. I'm not gonna go into this without backtesting it. So, if it means waking up early, going to sleep early, I'll do it. It's a small thing to do, right? If you're disciplined in one area of your life, you can be disciplined in all areas of life. Now, we did hit that target, right? That was our target, that 1-to-1. And I'm really sorry for not talking about this earlier. But I'll just backtest. I'll just backtest in the London session, right? But yeah, we can backtest it together. London is real nice at the right times. Yeah, like London, look, the whole London, if you look, today, we had the third swing, like the structure forming in Asia. And if you look, yeah, we did get that sweep. That SNDR was not as clean, but the MM that was delivered so nicely, man. Like, oh. And you also, you also could play the swings here, right? First swing, second swing, third swing, fourth swing, and then the break, right? Tap into the SNDR, trade lower, right? Boom. You could also play that. Like, it's really nice. Especially, look, this was tapping the third swing. Also an MM sweep, but it doesn't matter, the third swing, and we traded lower. We created that flip. Now, on that flip, you could have done what? We are in a higher time frame POI. We created that flip. We had an SNDR. What you could have done? Boom, 50%, and right. And this was pre-market, right? This is still London / pre-market. It's really nice PA, but you don't want to be caught in like an 8:30 move. That's dangerous. You know, an 8:30 move can be a CPI or a PPI move, which us scalpers Yeah, we don't really like. But yeah, I'm down, Winks, and I'm down to backtesting it together. Of course. We can share the progress in the backtesting chat. We can use the backtesting chat. That being said, we're being accountable. We're being accountable. You know, it's not just okay, I'm gonna share my backtesting because it works. No, it's I'm gonna share my backtesting because I'm doing backtesting. I'm putting in the work. Here, look, right? And it can also motivate people, right? You know, some people are motivated just by, you know, looking at a person that is actually doing it. Wait, I need to be doing it too. And then you have a chain reaction of people backtesting. Okay, now it's getting purely hypothetical, but you know, so I'm gonna tell you guys, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure of serving you on this fine ass Wednesday. Yo, I don't know where Manuel is. I haven't seen him in a while. I'll go check up on him. But thank you guys. It's been a pleasure of serving you today on this fine Wednesday. I really appreciate. It makes my day. It really makes my day coming into the markets and doing this for you guys, sharing, right? So yeah, thank you. Follow your plans, okay? You really, all you have to do in trading is follow the plan. Have a written plan and follow. If you don't have a written plan, go into the Discord, the resources tab, the one can be used to be, well, traded profitably. And remember to backtest, okay? We're gonna be seeing each other maybe on Friday, but I'm not so sure, okay? Definitely on Sunday, okay? Definitely on Sunday. An amazing stream, guys, and we'll see each other on Sunday. Take care. God bless every single one of you, and okay, yeah, goodbye.